you will know our finest gift. Oh yes, we have such sights to show you.
Time was, I would say, before watching something that had the smell of the bottom 10 about it or starred James Corden. You don't scare me, I've seen Cats. I have now updated this to You don't scare me, I've seen Mad God, before sitting in a corner sucking my thumb and rocking backwards and forwards because I've just remembered that Mad God exists, and by film is that a tough load to bear. I mean, maybe it's one too many jokes about how writer, director, cinematographer, film, this should have tripped my passion project alarm long before I clicked play, but I just got so carried away with watching someone's 30-year passion project that I chose to go in blind. So, like I was saying before I got sidetracked, this film was made by legendary special effects guy Phil Tippett, who, apart from having to deal with decades of jokes about being the dinosaur supervisor in Jurassic Park, has worked on such little films as, I don't know, the original Star Wars trilogy, Starship Troopers, the original RoboCop, and so much more.
Worship him! Worship him! Worship him!
In fact, I go so far as to say that behind the legendary Ray Harryhausen, he's in a close run race with Nick Park of Wallace and Gromit fame for the second best stop motion artist of all time, depending on my mood. But enough preamble. Let's get on to Mad God, the reason that we're all here. It's horrific. Not in the this is awful kind of way that gets movies into IMDb's bottom 100, but horrific as in I physically couldn't finish this film in one sitting.
Freak! Get out of here! Go away!
Thank God I'm blind.
I got to a point, realised I'd hit my limits, and physically had to stop the film because I'd had enough.
Uh-oh. My eyes, the goggles do nothing.
I went back, I finished it, but this film is just bleak, miserable, hopeless, existential horror, set in a world without anything even beginning to resemble even the beginnings of hope or redemption. We watch things do things? I mean, most of those things are horribly murdering, torturing, eating, or pursuing other things, but there are most definitely things doing things in this movie. We, whilst trying to keep our dinners down, follow an assassin who is trying to stay alive long enough to blow the whole thing up, and good luck to him. Look, the film is going for a whole no dialogue thing, which is fine. I don't need a Shakespearean sonnet or epic monologue about why this lone assassin is trying to blow this whole place to somewhere slightly less depressing, like Milton Keynes, but something to set the scene. Something to show that his mission is important enough that he keeps refusing to help the things being murdered, tortured, eaten or pursued, but we never get that. He's got his mission, and that's all he's going to do. Which is this film's main weakness. The first half is a relentlessly horrifying assault on the senses. Again and again, we see things that would be the traumatic height of any other film. But here, after a while, they just become part of the landscape. Here's something else being horribly murdered. Here's something else that's proof there's no such thing as a loving God being horribly tortured or torturing something else for no reason that I could work out. I mean, maybe it's me. Maybe I've taken one too many Marvel films to the head to understand this work of sheer genius, but if I'm watching something and I keep checking to see how long there is left, then I guess I'm out. I mean, yes, it's only 83 minutes long, but Wallace and Gromit, The Curse of the Were-Rabbit is only 85, and that actually is a masterpiece. Oh, and I would say it all falls apart in the last 15 minutes, but it wasn't all that there to begin with, and those visuals were pretty cool. They didn't fit with the tone of the first hour, but it was nice to know there was someone out there with as many drugs on as I wanted to be. Look, you can see in every frame that this is a labour of love. Some of the images will stay with me forever, whether I want them to or not.
Freak!
But that's neither here nor there. Mad God is a cinematic endurance test that gets boring, and that's it. There's nothing to hang on to, nothing to root for or against. It's got some cool moments and character designs, but no actual characters or anything to turn these moments into a film. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm off to find a priest and reconsider my life choices. If nothing else is on and you have the strongest stomach known to man, then check this out. Otherwise, just don't bother. But what do you guys think, and what is the most stomachly churning horrific film you've ever seen? Comment below, let me know. I'm Daniel, it's been a dunking. If you enjoyed this video, please like, share and subscribe.